All right, so Samsung Q950T Dolby Atmos soundbar 9.1.4 channel. It is the flagship 2020 Samsung soundbar. I did an unboxing video earlier and posted it, and I'm gonna do audio video here. I'm gonna play the Dolby Atmos Amaze trailer. I think it's a good way to kind of get some of that three-directional sound. And then after I play it, I'll talk through some things that I found were an issue. Things that I do like about it, things that I compare it to the Q90R, which I did own previous. And we'll go from there. Alrighty, enjoy. All right. So, what I noticed about this particular soundbar is one, on a positive note, I know that everybody's saying that the subwoofer is identical to the subwoofer on the Q90R. That may be the case physically speaking. However, I think they did something with the processing because I was not a fan of the sub on the Q90R. The Q950T sub, really good, rich, deep bass. It doesn't bottom out that easy. It sounds good. And I hated the sub on the Q90R. And I'm very, very picky about my bass. So I will say that I enjoyed that very much. I think that's a great addition. On the converse side, I'm not a fan of the center channel as much as I was on the Q90R. So sometimes dialogue can get a bit muddy depending on what you're watching. So I put Die Hard, the original Die Hard from HBO Max on it via my Apple TV 4K. And some of that dialogue did sound pretty muddy. And it is an old movie, so there's that. When I put on, I watched John Wick 3, the opening of John Wick 3 in Dolby Atmos. You can definitely hear the height effect. You can also, it's one of those movies that's really challenging to hear that center channel, and you can hear it. As I stated before, though, it is a little muddy in comparison to the Q90R. However, the objective bass sound format is substantially better than the Q90R from what I have noticed. It's, the additional rear, I'm sorry, not rear, but wide angle speakers, I think are beneficial to the bar. Another thing I would say is I was having some issues with connectivity on my rears. I did move my mesh network node to one of the other rooms further away, and that did seem to fix the problem. So there's no more static that's coming through, at least with these demos. I haven't booted up a movie since. So hopefully that corrects the problem. And then also in the Smart Things app, which is super finicky, and Samsung, if you watch this, please fix that damn app. It is trash. Anyway, the Smart Things app, it says there's a firmware update for it. However, it doesn't actually update it. It just stays at 0 indefinitely. When I went to Samsung's website on the support page for the HW-950T, there is no available firmware update to download and install via a USB drive on the service port on the bottom of the bar. So obviously, it's brand new. I would say it's probably safe to say I'm one of the first maybe 1 to 200 Americans to own this soundbar. So I get it's new. We'll get some new firmware out, and hopefully that addresses some of those opportunities. But overall, I think it is better than the Q90R. I think, honestly, for the 700, or I guess it's $17.99, so you would be paying an extra $800 because it's on sale right now for $9.99. The Q90R is. I would just go with the Q90R, and it depends on what you want. Like, so if you're really big on bass and you like a really healthy subwoofer, this will do that for you. The Q90R not so much. And if you're bigger on really want that three-dimensional sound, this will do that better for you. But the Q90R does get the job done when it comes to that. So really, if you got the money in your pocket to spend on it, I recommend it. I'll keep updating. If you have any additional questions, put it in the comments box and I will address those, and I'll see what I can do to help you guys. As I said in my original video, I'm not one to post YouTube stuff, but I just figured, I didn't want everybody to be in the same boat I was when I didn't know if I really wanted this or not because it hadn't been reviewed yet. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any other additional questions, let me know. Have a great day.